Today at Tree Stuff, we are going to clean the oil pump and passages on an HT pole pruner gear head. You'll find that comes in pretty handy to have a Torx T27 driver. You can find these at treestuff.com under chainsaw parts and specialty or maintenance tools. A 5/16 or 8mm wrench, a 5mm bolt, and a nut and a couple of small washers. Or if that's not available, you can also use a 5mm threaded rod about that long, and also a dental pick for getting into the small passages. You may want to start by having a small pan, aluminum foil pan or some kind of drain pan, something like that, because when you remove the oil tank cover, you'll find that it probably has a lot of oil in it. You'll also find a lot of dirt, debris, chips, small particles that you'll want to clean out before you put it back together. You will want to clean the debris from the bottom of the gear case. After you have that finished, then remove the pickup filter, and then remove the rubber 90-degree connector, 90-degree connector. Prying it out with a screwdriver. This is nothing more than a connection for the filter, and so it comes in this direction, and then the oil pump is underneath this. Then now you can see the oil pump housing. Before we remove the oil pump, I want you to take note of a couple of items. This passage is the outlet passage for the chain oiler slot. The other thing to notice is, looking down inside, I want to make sure that this square cut slot is pointed straight back, parallel to the shaft. The reason for that is, on the opposite side of the oil pump is the discharge hole, which lines up with this drilled passage. Upon reinstallation, you want to make very certain that those two inlet and the outlet hole are in the right position, or else you will not achieve any oiling. Let's do this. We're going to use the threaded rod with a washer spacer and also just a hollow bushing. We're going to thread this down into the oil pump. And then we're going to use our wrench, 5/16 or 8mm. And this will pull the pump out of the housing. It is a press fit, so it will come out with some difficulty. And this is your oil pump. Here's the gear on the end. This is the outlet hole. Then this is the inlet or the pickup groove and the hole. If you have a unit that is not oiling, when you pull this out, this square cut groove will be filled with chips and debris. It's important to clean this area And then with a spray can of mild solvent and or penetrating oil or something of that nature, insert the tube of the spray can into the hole, the outlet hole on this side, and when you spray, the oil, the cleaner, will come out on the bottom side here. Thus we know that that passage is clear. Then you want to work with the pump, clean all the debris off that you can, rotate the pump, spray it with the cleaner and or the penetrating oil, and you'll be able to see internally, it's a very small hole, you'll be able to see the pump rotate as you rotate the gear. I say to use a mild solvent because this is a machined pump with very close tolerances, and a very harsh chemical could in fact damage the material. So let's just use something like a spray penetrating oil. That actually is probably pretty good, something that has an oil base to it. And that'll lubricate that pump also as you're cleaning it.